Alright, so this is the next lesson where we will study y equal mx plus c. This is actually a journal form of equation. Y equal mx plus c. M stands for slope and c stands for y-intercept. So actually M mean that the gradient and c for y-intercept. For example, if we are given M and C, let's say there is a graph. These are coordinate axes, and let me draw a graph like this. So this is the graph, this is the line for which I want to find out the equation. So what I need to do, I need two things by the way. One is slope. So let me assume the slope of this line to be 3, and this is y-intercept. This point you can see where the line touches the y-axis. So let me assume that A is 2. So it means C is equal to 2 and M is equal to 3. M for slope or gradient. So M is equal to 3, C is equal to 2. So let's put these values in equation number 1. That is the general equation. You need to keep y and x as it is. Don't put anything in place of y and x. We will just put in place of M and C. Y equal 3x plus 2. Now what we get, this is the equation of that line, of this line. This is the equation for that. So this is the very simple method to find out the equation of a line. If a line is given, you just find out two things, slope and y-intercept, and put the values in the equation. Equation number 1, you will get the answer, the equation for that line. Sometime slope will not be given to you. So in the last lesson, I explained you how to find out slope. In order to find out slope, you need 2 points. Let me draw another line. Let's say this is the line for which we want to find out equation. Now in order to find out the equation, we need M. M is not given. And we need C. By the way, this would be C. C is the y-intercept. So let me assume this C equal minus 2, because that is now minus 2. This value is minus 2. Now how to find out M? So last time I explained you, to find out the gradient, we need actually 2 points. So probably in that question, 2 points be given to you. Let's say that point A is given to you and this point is given to you. Let's say point A is 5, 4 and point B is 3, 0. So 2 points are given and C is given. So what we need to do, we need to find out the gradient first, and after that then we will put everything M and C in that equation number 1 in order to find out the equation of line. So let's use that formula for gradient. This is the formula which I explained you in the last lesson. And this formula, on this formula, we need to find out the gradient. Actually, we need gradient to find out the equation of line. So let me call this as x2 y2 and this one as x1 y1. And now let's put these values in this formula. M equal y2 is 4 minus 0 divided by x2 is 5 minus 3. So m equal 4 divided by 2, m equal 2. So we got gradient and we have C. So let's use equation number 1. Let's put the value of m and C. Y equal 2x minus 2, that is the equation of that line. So this is the equation for that line. So this is the method. Sometime gradient and y-intercept will be directly given to you. You just need to take those values and put it in the equation number 1. And sometime slope will not be given to you. Instead of that, 2 points on that line will be given. So you can use this formula in order to find out slope and then put m and c in equation number 1. You will get the equation of the line. So this is the method. Now let's see from here. There is one small concept, that is conversion of like for example, this is a linear equation because the power of x and y both are 1. So, but this is not in the standard form. Standard form is this one, that one. You can see it is y equal then mx then plus c. If you see here, it is y then equal to 2, it seems to be c, and that is mx. So therefore I will take mx first and after that then I will write that 2. So it will become y equal 3x plus 2. And actually we have rearranged into y equal mx plus c form. Why we are doing this? We are doing this in order to make it easy for us to find out m and c. So it means that if equation of a line is given to you, you convert that into standard form and you can easily find out the gradient of that line and you can easily talk about the value of c. That value where the graph touches y-axis. Similarly, this is another linear equation with the power of x and y is 1. You convert that into the standard form and standard form is this one. So it will become like this because there is no c. C is 0. It means that line actually does not touch y-axis. So it means m is equal to 1 because you can see before x the coefficient of x is 1. So gradient for that line is 1 and c is equal to 0. Now for the third one, I want to convert that into a standard form. So I need to remove that 5 from here. And in order to do that, I will divide the whole equation by 5. So it will become like that. Now you can see m is equal to 4 by 5, which is written with x, and c is equal to minus 3 by 5. Now let's see this one, finding the equation of a straight line graph. Let's see that example. It says find the equation of a line on a graph in the form of this. If you see here, that graph is given to you. That black line is the line for which we want to find out the equation. And I told you, in order to find out equation, we need two things. One is m and another one is c. One is gradient and another one is y-intercept. So if you analyze this graph is touching y-axis. That is y-axis. This one is x-axis. That black line is actually touching y-axis. So it means c is given to us. C is 15. That's okay. C is given to us. So it means we need to find out m. This is given. We need to find out m. So one question I have explained you where you use this formula, y is equal m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which I explained you just over here. That one here. But there was another formula as well which I explained you in the last lesson. That was change in y divided by change in x. Now why we are using this formula? Why? Because points are not given. Points are not clearly given in this format. If you see change in y is given to us, that is 15, and change in x is also given, that is 30. So why not use this formula? Alright, so we will put the value of change in y. So change in y is 15, change in x is 30. So that would be m, so which is m equal 1 by 2. So you got m and you got c. So let's put it in the equation. Let's put it that in this equation, y equal mx plus c. Y equal 1 by 2 x and c was 15, right? I told you that there where the graph touches the y-axis, that is 15. So 1 by 2x plus 15. That is the equation of that straight line. So it is very simple. You just need two things. One is gradient, another one is y-intercept. Let's do next example. It says that finding the equation of a line through 2 points. I have explained you a similar example like that previously. It says that find the equation of the straight line that passes through -2, 9 and 3, 1. So that is that those are 2 points given. In this question there is no graph, and it does not matter. Even though the graph is not given, still we can find out the equation of that straight line which passes through those 2 points. So let's work on this question here. Let me write the question. All right. So let's solve it. Solution. This is the equation, the journal equation in which we need to put the value of m and c. So let's put the value of m first. So m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so that is the equation, that is the formula to find out the slope. And let's put all these values in order to find out slope. So let me call this as x2, that is y2, x1, y1. So put values. So minus 1 times minus 1 minus 9 is minus 10 divided by minus, and minus will become plus, and 3 and 5 will become 5. So it means m is equal to minus 2. We found that gradient is equal to minus 2. So let's put gradient in the equation number 1. But now c is not given. C is y-intercept, and y-intercept mean where the graph touches the y-axis. Since there is no graph given with this question, only we are given is our 2 points, point number 1 and point number 2, and that's it. There is nothing given about C, y-intercept. So there would be a method. What we need to do, we will take a point, any of them. Let me take this point, and I will take this point and I will substitute that point in this equation in order to find out the value of C. This is x, that is the value of y. So let's put this x and that y there in order to find out C. So y is 9 equal minus 2, x is minus 2 plus C. 9 equal, that is plus 4, minus and minus will become plus, and plus C, and shift this 4 to that side. C is equal to 9 minus 4, C is equal to 5. So we got C equal 5. So now we will put C in this equation, and that will be the equation of that given line. Y equal minus 2x plus 5. So this is the answer. So in this question you have learned a third method, and the third method is sometime 2 points would be given to you. So from those 2 points you can easily find out the slope or gradient. But C is not given, which is the y-intercept. So what you need to do, you need to take one of the points given and put it in place of y and x in the equation after putting the gradient in that. You can see we have substituted gradient first, and after that we have assumed this point in order to put that in the equation in place of x and y in order to find out the value of C. So this could be also be a question in this topic. Now you see here, that is the answer. This is what we got, okay? Minus 2x plus 5. let's do this question. It says find the equation of a line on the graph on the right side. So when the graph is given, that become really easy. How? Because you can see that the line touches the y-axis at 2. So it means c is equal to 2. That become really easy. Now how to find out the slope? So actually you can see that grid. It means you can easily find out 2 points on that line. So this would be 1 point and another point could be this one. So you just take down, that is 12. So this point is 12 comma that value, which is 10, and this point is 6 comma 6. So 6 comma 6, and now you will use these 2 points and find out the gradient and use that c in the equation. Put the value of m and c and you will get the equation of this line. Okay, for question number 2, you are given 2 points, but the value of c is not given, graph is not given. So what you need to do, you need to do this method which I have just explained you in this example. So try this question, this is your homework, and I hope you will be able to solve that question now. Okay. All right, so we will end it here. We will continue this new topic in the next lesson. Till that, take care. Bye.